So since it's the holidays, we decided to bake cookies, and we decided that we also need to do a cooking competition show, since this one right here was a chef, and
not yet.
Well, he will be, and I'm not a chef. I haven't even been to cooking school or anything, and but I've baked a cookie once or twice.
I've baked a cookie once or twice too.
So we decided to have a little competition to see whose cookies would be better, my cookies or the chef's cookies.
Here goes nothing. First
thing you need to make cookies, of course, is a bowl, and you need this to put all the stuff in. Cookies, and we got a recipe here. It's got quite a few measurements on it, but I'm not really sure what all of them mean. I'm not sure how many ounces are in a cup or tablespoons or anything like that. So I'm just gonna give it a shot and see how it goes.
Alright, so it's time to do my cookies. One of the first things you learn in culinary school is mise en place, and as you can see over here, I've already gotten all my ingredients measured out and put in separate bowls, ready to be put together. So let's get started.
I'm a firm believer in best things first, like cake before ice cream and dessert before dinner. So I've been snacking on these chocolate chips pretty much all day, but I'm going to put the rest of them that I've had in this bowl in first, because I think it's the best part of the cookie.
Alright, so first things first, here's my recipe that I'm going to be following. And the first thing it calls for is some butter, which I am going to melt in the microwave. And begin creaming it with my 2 cups of sugar, which is right here. Creaming it, basically, you're just going to mix them together really well. Get a smooth consistency. So here's this.
It says for is butter, sugar, and brown sugar, so apparently these are supposed to be delicious cookies. And this should be enough butter, because it's quite a bit of butter. So I'm just going to put that in there, see how that goes, and then I got to add the sugar and the brown sugar next, so that's what's next. Sugar and brown sugar. It says I need to cream them together. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I'm sure it'll end up right. Next thing on the list is sugar. And it says like 2 cups, but it's a double recipe, so I only have to use 1 cup. And I can't find a measuring cup because this isn't my kitchen, so I'm just going to use the scooper thing. I'm assuming it's about, some amount. I don't really care, as long as but sugar tastes good, so I'm just going to put a bunch in. There's a lot of butter to take up with the rest of the sugar, so that should be enough sugar. That should be exactly how much we need. Next thing you called for is brown sugar, which we have right here in this container. And it says the same amount of brown sugar to sugar, but I lost that scooper. I'm just going to get a few handfuls in there. So it looks like it's about the same amount as the sugar. I think that should be enough. It's certainly pretty gross, but I still have a whole stick of butter in here, so I'm not sure how that's going to get going. Probably when it starts baking, so I don't really know, but it'll end up okay, I'm sure.
Alright, next I'm going to add in some brown sugar, and this will make the cookies taste extra delicious.
Seriously, hurry up!
Alright, now that I've got my sugar and butter creamed together, I'm going to add in my flour. I'm going to add in about 4 cups of flour. And mix well.
So I found the sugar scoop. It was in the flour. I don't know how it got there, but it says I need twice as much sugar or flour as good sugar. So I'm really just gonna take almost the rest of this. So you can see there's not much left. You can barely, there's only, you can kind of see a little bit left, a good amount. So I'm just probably gonna put the rest of this in, because I know that for baking, flour is a key ingredient. So that should be good. Now I'm going to get some eggs and some vanilla extract. So we're going to do that next as soon as I find it. The next thing that goes in, of course, is vanilla extract. That's on the recipe. And then it says 2 tea next to it, but I'm not sure what T stands for. I'm assuming teaspoon or tablespoon, but looks like a capital T. So I'm not sure what that would signify. I'm assuming tablespoon. Tablespoons are pretty big, but I still don't know where they are. So I'm just gonna put a couple of this in. Besides, it doesn't have a lot of liquid yet, just a big chunk of butter, so that's enough. Actually, now that's getting better.
So as you can see here, I've already blended up some oatmeal beforehand to make sure that the cookies have a nice consistency. And I'm gonna add these in. And next I'm gonna add in some chocolate chips too. And that was about a couple cups of chocolate chips.
Now the recipe said chocolate chip cookies, but apparently it's supposed to put oatmeal in it because it says oatmeal right there, 5 cups of it. But it's it's a double recipe, so I'm only gonna use a couple handfuls. And I assume you just put it straight in, but I don't really know. That's not enough. That should be enough. Alright, next up, we got a couple of eggs to put in. These eggs are going to go in together. And it says 4 eggs, but it's again a double recipe. I forget that. But putting these eggs in. And that's the last of it. So that should be about what we need. Yeah, that's everything.
Alright, next we have a couple eggs in here which I'm gonna... Shut up! Next you're gonna mix up your eggs really well. And then you're gonna... Shut up! And then you're gonna pour in a couple... No! Then you're gonna pour in a couple tablespoons of some vanilla extract. Mix that well and pour it into the rest of your ingredients.
So it says beat for 100 strokes, so I'm gonna get that started. That's quite a few strokes in this bowl. I'm not really a big fan of... Oh, God, this is hard. I'm getting tired.
Alright, and after you've mixed all your ingredients together well, you'll come up with something that looks like this. It looks delicious. And then we'll put them on a baking sheet and
dude, that looks way different.
Mine are gonna be better than yours.
I don't think so. That kind of looks like turd.
It looks like cookie dough. That's what that looks like.
We shall see. Oh, God. I'll get back to you. I'm going to take a break. Alright, so this is the part where we put our dough on the platter. Tracy's putting his on first, and then I'm going to go get my bowl afterwards. So these are the cookies. We're putting them in the oven right now. You can't really see it. It's kind of off camera. Do you want to... Oh, that's hot. 375 degrees. So, the unveiling of the cookies.
Here's the unveiling. See how they come out?
Oh my God, that smells terrible.
What the hell happened? Shit. What the hell happened to my cookies?
Oh my God, that totally sucks.